Good day. So, I wanted to let you know that your girl Esther Joy needs to remind you that you've got to do things for you. Not because someone else is going to tell you to do them, not because of anything other than you got to do it. Now, your girl Esther Joy just wants to be real honest with you, okay? A lot of things she is going through a wave, a roller coaster of emotions. It's okay, happens to the best of us. Now, I just wanted to say that if you feel like you're going on a roller coaster of emotions, then you're not alone. I wanted to jump right in here and do a quick live to chat a little bit about this. And yes, my eyes may be red. And yes, I may be crying again because I'm going on a roller coaster of emotion, okay? So leave me alone. No. But sometimes you gotta cry for you, okay? You gotta cry for you. You gotta release it for you. And so that's just what I wanted to remind you about. All right, there's actually a couple things in this video that I feel urged to share, okay, what's on my heart. The first thing is we experienced that Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, they all went down for a couple hours today for majority, a good amount of time. Now, when these bigger servers went down, as soon as they got back up, guess what? I was flooded with in my feed, which I'm very thankful for. People reminding us that this is just the beginning, that you have to get prepared. There's a lot going on, and we kind of already know that these big tech corporations don't have the purest intention in heart, that they would rather take all of your attention because, again, your attention is where your soul is. Your attention is how they can really control you without you really even being aware of it. So, this is something that they're aware of, and they're aware that if they can keep it a little bit under the radar so that you don't notice, that they're actually doing all of those tricks behind the scenes because they have your attention over here. So that is something to be aware of. So when people are suggesting, hey, get this, hey, you need this, take a moment to breathe and think. Are you doing this because of what you saw? Are you doing this for you? And right now in my own life, fam, I'm going to be 100% honest. I've been going through a struggle, okay? And I'm going to use this bracelet to display the struggle that we're going through, okay? So we got our head and we got our heart. Now, our head is thinking this is the way to go. Our heart, on the other hand, is thinking like, I gotta go this way. And so they've been at a very constant pull and tug kind of struggle. And guess what? Just nothing is happening. That's what's happening. We're stuck right here. And if we keep thinking that this is okay, keep not wanting to make a decision between our heart or our head, then eventually we're gonna snap. And no one wants to snap, okay? That's when you've pulled yourself too thin. There has to be a decision made. And you can listen to your heart or you can listen to your head. It's more like you can feel your heart and you can listen to your head. Now, I've been going through a lot of conflict with school. And that is something that I just honestly am feeling a lot of things. I'm not really sure what to say on that matter, but let's just say that there's a big head and heart conflict with me saying one thing on this side and then doing one thing on the other, and it's just been tearing me apart mentally. But there's so many things, and I see this reflected in many things as well, right? Taking the bigger corporations. Now, a lot of the times they're making these things with a pure intention, like the like button was created so that you could be encouraged. Yet now we see the like button being used more as a vanity metric, which makes people depressed when they don't get enough likes and they don't feel like they're enough. And there's so many other aspects that we see how these tools can be misused. Now, our head and heart are supposed to work together. And that's where we're going back, okay? You're supposed to have both of these sides so that it assists you in bringing clarity. Things are going to happen, okay? And they're a little bit polarizing for a reason. Not to tear you apart, but so that you can have a constant and a beautiful cycle where things are actually flowing the way that they're supposed to. I think that there's a really big in our society with the 3D world, there's this idea that, what's good, Isaiah? What what's a good, what's a good place to go? You got two places. You got your head and you got your heart. And a lot of people will think which one is better. And they don't think, well, they're supposed to work together. And I think that's something that I personally have found to be a life lesson. That you're not they both have a purpose, you know, and they're supposed to work together. So you're not supposed to be struggling to figure out, should I listen to my head? Should I follow my heart? They both have a reason for being there. And for the longest time, Good Viber, it's probably been like a month that I've been struggling with this idea. Much longer, but a month I've been very conscious of this. And if you are not aware that your head and heart are supposed to work together, then they will tear you apart because you will be trying to figure out which way to go. And you won't feel complete either way you go because you're not actually using these energies and aligning them. And this is something that, again, I'm saying this for me. As much as I love you and I'm praying and trusting that somebody else is also needs to hear this, I'm saying this because I needed to hear it. And my head's saying in its mind, all of these logical things. Well, you have to take an account of this. You got to take an account of this. And you got to remember what they said about this. You got to remember what you said about this. And then my heart is taking in how I feel. How do you feel? How do you feel right now? Does that feel like a good decision? Does it feel good doing that? Does it feel good doing that? Do they make you feel good? And for a good amount of time, I was stacking them up against each other. I felt like I had to see, should I follow my head? Should I follow my heart? And it never occurred to me that they're supposed to work together, that they're helping me bring balance and alignment to my life. I'm kind of an all or nothing person too, so it's more like I better follow my heart all the way through or not at all, or I better follow my head all the way through or not at all. I wasn't actually thinking that, hey, there's a balance to this. And I think that came with understanding that sometimes, again, I'm an emotional roller coaster. I need to make sure that I'm centering my emotions and that I also I love people and I love talking to people, and there are many different thoughts that I have to take into account. And when I use both of these energies, and whenever you do, I think that's where you really find the virtue in having both of these sides. Not so that you compare them against one another, but that you do something for you. Because it takes away all of the outside chatter. For a really long time, I think I was just asking other people, hey, what do you think? What do you think I should feel? Where do you feel like my heart should go? I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. And then literally just realizing, oh, okay, I actually just I shouldn't listen to what other people. I shouldn't wait for other signs. I should do this for me. And I'm making this video so hopefully you can do what you gotta do for you. Okay, good viber. What to prepare for. Why should you do things for you? I feel like a lot of people were programmed to think that that's selfish, to do anything for yourself. And there are many ways to look at that, but You know what? No one can make these decisions for you. You are here to make them yourself. You can believe or you can say that you're giving somebody that opportunity or that choice to make that choice for you, but you chose to give them that. You are doing everything for you. You're breathing for yourself, your heart is beating for yourself, okay? You are connected to the Creator, okay? And thank God that you are connected, okay, to life, the stream of life, so that you are alive. But you do these things for you. Every single cell in your body is doing what they're doing for you. They're alive for you, they're moving for you, and your heart and mind, they're doing what they're doing for you. You might not like what they're doing, but they're doing it for you. Oh Lord. Hallelujah. So I think that there's this feeling again when we do things for ourselves that it's selfish because we're not, in some way, we are taking energy away from somebody else. And hey, even if you are a parent, which I am not a parent, so take my advice with a grain of salt, but you should be doing something for you, even if that something is going outside and drinking a little extra water, locking yourself in the bathroom for a second more just so that you can breathe in peace. Of course, I think that there's a lot of flexibility. When you do things for yourself, you'll find ways to serve others without compromising who you are. When you really are doing things for yourself, then you'll find a way to make things work for you. It's not about taking away from other people, but it's rather about learning how you can give more to yourself so that you can give more to others. And so, fam, I feel you. I feel you. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not so hard. But do it for you. Do it for you. I'm just gonna take a breath in through my nose. Okay, so social media. I love seeing your beautiful face. I really, really, really do. But as we know, social media, these big tech corporations are not to be trusted. And as much as I love them, there are still many algorithms that no man can really tame at this moment. And there are agendas that no man can really know because they're hidden agendas. With that being said, if you are doing things with the pure intention and that you're trusting that what you're doing is for you, then you will be able to prepare for what is to come in a way that is appropriate for what is coming your way. So, this doesn't mean, I don't know what this doesn't mean, to be honest. To prepare for the unprepared, right? But you already know what that looks like. That's why I'm saying this, literally, because you already know. Source, God, oneness, creator, consciousness, like they're connected with you. You know what you have to prepare for. And many people may think that it's ridiculous if you're doing things that just seem ridiculous to other people. If you're preparing for something that other people can't see, then it's very similar to talking to God, source, universe, consciousness, talking to aliens that many people cannot perceive. And that's okay. But what I can say is that if you're listening to this, then you know what to prepare. I don't even need to tell you anything more than that. Your soul knows what to prepare for and it knows how to prepare for it. This isn't a contest between your head or heart anymore where you have to see if I logically have to think about all of this or I have to feel it out. This is a time where both of these beautiful things work together to assist you and guide you. Trust in the guidance. Trust in where you are being led to go. You don't have to fight it, and I feel led to say this again, do not fight it. You don't have to fight anything. In fact, the more that you allow yourself, everyone wants to say this is a spiritual warfare, this is a spiritual war, and they're riling you up with all of these rumors of war. But take a moment to connect with your mind, with your feelings, bring harmony to this. This may be a spiritual war, but if you want to end the war, then you must find balance. You must be the peace. You must be the eye of the storm, you know? So, when you do hear someone saying, this is a war, this is a spiritual war, or just sharing rumors of war, be that peace because you know what to prepare for. Many people are unconscious, you could say, of what is coming. They could literally say it out loud. I've heard people say what's coming out loud, yet they don't understand the depth of what they say. And now is the time to connect what you are saying to how you are feeling, to how you are going to act, how you are going to prepare. You don't have to prepare for a future that's not yet here. You just have to prepare yourself for this moment where you are aware. And if you continue to do this, this will accumulate and you will be prepared. Trust that you are in the right place. Do this for you, if not anyone else. Okay? Like, you could do this for your loved ones, but ultimately, you're doing that because you love your loved ones, and that's why you would do it. So do it for you, okay? Whatever that motive is, now is the time to do it. I feel led to say that there's going to be a lot of humbling. There's just going to be a lot of humbling from every angle. And when it's your turn to be humbled, think about when those around you were being humbled. You know, I could use this big tech corporation. It just kind of crashed. There are many people that are going against what we would consider sane. And we can either judge them, but that judgment will be coming back to us. So release that judgment in a compassionate way for you, my friend. Forgive those people for you, okay? Do it for you. So many people I know are feeling like someone they know has done the unforgivable. And that doesn't mean that by forgiving them, it makes it okay that they did that. But what it does do is release that energy and that karma that you carry around, that heaviness in your heart which you carry around. When you forgive and let go, you are doing it for you. Thank you so much. Much love. Isaiah. Isaiah's in the house. But absolutely trust and know that you are where you're supposed to be. I know that there's so much uncertainty. Many of the things that I say, even to the ones I love the most, that I've said because I want to please them in some way or keep them protected in some way, I see are backfiring because I wasn't doing it for me, I was doing it for them. And when I misplaced my energy in a place that was not really welcomed or necessary, I violated my own energy. What's good, Jamin? What's good? So now is the time to do things for you, not in a selfish way. I don't mean like go to a store and shove everyone out of the way just because. No, I'm telling you, give yourself permission to do these things for you because your heart wants to do them. You're only alive for so long, so you might as well do it for you. I'm gonna be honest, fam. I made a video saying I was gonna drop out of school. And I'll be honest, I still stand by my word. I understand why situations have changed, and I'm thankful that they've changed, but I'm also really stubborn. And a part of me doesn't want to admit how stubborn I am with my own word. But I'm realizing I need to humble myself, not for anybody else, but for me. Because having that kind of stubbornness and that pride is only going to harm me in the long run. So being able to be humble at times, not for anybody else, not to cower down for any other reason than to understand that, hey, do this for you. See how you feel. How are you thinking about that? It's really hard to be able to do the things that are good, like taking vitamins for yourself. You know, sometimes they don't taste very nice. I mean, these days we get lucky. We got like gummy vitamins. They're great, those capsules. But there are harder things to do for yourself. Waking up every day in the morning. Maybe you're an early riser. Maybe you have a strict routine or schedule. Maybe you're doing things you don't really want to do. You need to go back to why you're doing them and do these things for you. Don't try to put them on other people. If you're doing it for a loved one, then do it because you love that person, not because they're a loved one. Okay? Do these things for you. Sync your mind and your heart together. I really just wanted to make this video again to share what's on my heart. I am so thankful to be able to connect with you beautiful souls. You have no idea how much you have positively impacted my life, and I pray that I will be able to do the same thing in some way for you, because this has helped me, and I pray that it will help you. Again, when you do things for yourself, I started this channel because I wanted to talk to myself. I wanted to give myself advice. I wanted to share what I was learning. And I did it for me. And it's grown to something where it's helping other people. And that makes me really thankful. Thank you, Isaiah. It makes me really, really thankful because it takes away that once limiting mindset that doing things for myself was selfish, that I shouldn't have my best intention at heart because it might harm somebody else. And when I realized that, hey, it's okay, give yourself permission to help yourself. I think so long we wait for somebody to tell us what to do. We wait for somebody to give us that life-changing advice. We wait for somebody to choose for us, to do the things that we want to do. And then when we actually give ourselves the opportunity to be like, Young Zay, what's good? Isaiah's in the house out here, yo. When we give ourselves the opportunity right now to do do it for you, you're going to help other people because that's just how it is. You're looking for a way to help yourself, and that's all we can do. You know the whole teach a man how to fish, he'll be good. If you give a man a fish, he wish he could, all right? Like, you are the person that's here to change your life. You're the person that has the key to unlock your highest self, and you know this. Sometimes it's hard to do things for ourselves because we prioritize other people over it. We prioritize our jobs, we prioritize responsibilities, we prioritize these things. And unless they're coming from a place that is for your best interest, and not in a way, again, like we can see with these bigger corporations, that their best interest is the money. They're not going for their employees' best interest, the user's best interest. They're just going for the money. Where's the money and how can we make more money? And that's honestly where the love of money becomes the root of all evil, because you're not focusing on love anymore. You're focusing on something that isn't improving you. We might think that money improves you, but it's what money gives you that improves you. And you can get that without money, believe it or not, most of the times. If you really invest in yourself with the time, this opportunities will manifest. Someone I feel is like, I need this much money for a Tesla. Wouldn't it be crazy if someone gave you a Tesla because they knew you and you impacted their life in such a way by just doing the things for you that you got it? All right. And that's, of course, hypothetical, but I felt led to share it for somebody. It'd be cool if it manifested out that way. But really and ultimately, I feel so led in my heart to say that you can see that things and the uncertainty around us, it's only continuing to grow. Many people are doing things for systems that they think are going to keep them safe instead of doing things for themselves that will actually create safety and stability in their lives. Now is the time to be that structure in your own life, to build a foundation not on other people's foundations, but for your own. And when you create a solid foundation, others will be able to build alongside with you, and they will feel secure because you have done the work and they're doing the work, and you'll be able to lay that brickwork together. So, you got this. You can do this. Do it for you. I can only tell you that I have no idea what's in store for the future. And as much as I feel like we all would like to know what's in store for the future, it's going to come. And if you're in the present moment, you'll be prepared and you'll be able to do what you need to do for you and your mission. I feel like I could go on and on and on and on about the mission, but your mission is being activated so strongly. So many people right now in this moment, just today, have been activated in terms of understanding and bringing awareness to their mission and really taking those steps to align their head and their heart together so that they understand how to utilize the gifts that they have. We all have gifts in this lifetime. And when we learn how to use them instead of tearing ourselves apart, trying to figure out which one is better than the other, we can build a strong foundation because we're doing things for ourselves. All right, fam. Thank you so much for just tuning in and doing this for you, for showing up as you are. Thank you, Esther, for showing up as you are with your red eyes and your crying self. It's always a good time when you just much love. A lot of things are happening. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm trusting that it's happening for a reason. So I'm gonna do me, and I pray that you're gonna do you and continue through, okay? So enjoy the rest of your day, fam. Thank you so much for just joining. Let me know. Let me know. I'm not sure what you're supposed to let me know, but let me know. Maybe let me know what your mission is. If you feel like it's been more activated lately, you're getting more downloads on that. I'm always down for that. There's so many things, okay? There's so many things. Maybe you know how you're preparing, okay, or what you're doing for you. Okay, let me know what you're doing for you. That's it. That's it right there. All right. But yes, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to stare off in the distance, think about life, think how I can do things not only for me, but for you too, you see? Okay. Have a good rest of your day. Drink water. I got tea. Namaste. Cheers.